Hello, everyone. Welcome to Eddie's World of Figures. This being my first video, I just want to start by introducing myself and what it's like to own a figure collection in 2025. So, I grew up in the era of the early 2000s tsunami era where they had Yasha, Cowboy Bebop, Big O, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Gundam, Gundam Wing, G Fighter Gundam, a bunch of old anime I used to grow up watching, and I would say the one that really instilled in my heart the most was Dragon Ball Z. I've actually always wanted to collect figures growing up, but never could afford it. Neither could my parents, unfortunately. Um, but now that I've gotten older, finances gotten a little bit better. I can actually afford these figures and media itself. I'm very blessed. Um, I actually didn't start collecting until late 2022. My first figure was actually Broly from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. I was fortunate to find it in a local store of mine back home. Alright, with that being said, what I want to do right now is take you guys to my current collection that I've acquired over the years. Alright guys, as you can see, I had to build a display cabinet to house all my figures that I collected. But what I want to do is take some time to go through these with you guys to show you what I bought over the years and some that I've had to make. So I'll do my best to remember exactly what I paid for some of these figures. A lot of them I paid retail, a lot of them I had to pay secondhand to get, but I'll do my best. So we'll start on the left. So we have the Monocle Fit, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Goku. This was their version of the exclusive from SS Figure Arts. All right, moving on to the next figure, we have the Tolson Arch Trunks, which is actually based off the movie BoJack Unbound. This is actually one of my favorite Trunks out of my collection. Comes with little baby Trunks. It's so cute. Has a little flower where Trunks is holding it to himself. Really good. I got paid around $90 for him. This is when he was still available. I don't think he's anywhere near close to that. I believe he's definitely like $120 plus right now on the secondhand market, but I could be wrong. Probably can find him around that same price, but who knows? All right, moving on to the next one. We have this is actually a Walmart and Target exclusive. This is the Kaioken Goku 180 power level, 180,000 power level. Actually managed to get 3 of these guys somehow. Don't know how. I got lucky. All right, we have the recent P Bandai Vegeta. This is when he first arrived on Namek. This guy was such a menace to that art too. But Vegeta's definitely one of my favorite characters out of many out of the whole series. But God, he was such a menace in the saga. All right, in the back here, I do want to touch on this right quick. This is actually a really nice resin cast done by, make sure I'm saying the company name right, Jack Stew. I actually wanted the anime colors, but they were sold out, so they had the manga colors. This one actually grew on me over time. Like, I actually enjoy this one. I was actually complimenting my figures pretty good, and the display case. Like, it's just really nice. I was like, oh, I'm so pleased. And what's good about this, let me open this up for you guys real quick. The lid actually opens and you can fit in actual Figure Arts figures in there, or any other figure in there that's around the same size. It's just really nice. Like, I put his sword back there behind the chair. Got his fist up, like, yeah, he's ready to time travel. Try to save Goku and the others. But it's a really good resin cast here for the time machine. Alright. Since I have these kind of guys kind of bunched up together for space, but I'll do my best here. So in the front, I have my first form Frieza. This isn't the original Frieza that came out. I forgot what year that one came out. That was the one I'm talking about. Is the one that came with the rock. Unfortunately, none of the newer Friezas comes with that rock that he was standing on when he witnessed Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time. But I think this will be considered. I think the second release they did. What I'll do is, of course, I'll do a comparison with the Friezas that I have. But came with this little what do you even call this attack? I guess the Death Ball attack. Anyhow, moving on. It's a nice figure overall. In the back here, I actually made that Goku. Let me set to the camera here. I actually made this Goku back here. This is actually full power Super Saiyan Goku. You know, knock my figures over. Ooh. With a head swap. I actually used the, what is that? Let me go back in. Yep. That is the Dragon Ball Super Superhero head sculpt on top of the full power Goku body. As you can see, I don't know if you can get this in the camera or not, but the skin tone is a little off. I mean, it's still a good figure. I don't mind. Sometimes you have to do what you got to do to try to get certain figures that you like. Hey, it works for me. Sure, it works for you guys too. You guys probably doing the same thing. Okay, moving on back here as well. And what I'll do is, again, since they're so bunched up, I'll do my best to keep track and do my best to show you the collection. All right. So I actually made this Vegeta. This is actually Vegeta Super Saiyan. This is him from the Cell Saga. So what I did was just like a combination of different figures actually. So the body is Super Saiyan Vegeta, as you can see here. But what I did was to kind of make his shoulders a little small. I actually used Trunks' shoulder joints. Well, the shoulders here, kind of like he's powered down a little bit. And the head scope, I'm knocking over Frieza. Let me be careful here. He's always trying to fall over. Fix that right quick. All right, managed to stand Frieza back up. He's wanting to take Vegeta out again. But yeah, that head sculpt back there, that is actually the head sculpt from the superhero Vegeta. It actually looks really nice. Those head sculpts are actually really up to date. I wanted to match the Goku in the back there. It's really nice. I just like how they printed the faceplates on these. All right, in front, I actually have the legendary Super Saiyan Goku himself. A little quick backstory on this guy, guys. I actually pre-ordered him back when he first released off of Big Back Toys. Shout out to Big Back Toys for getting this guy in. The first one I ordered didn't make it somehow. I'm not sure what happened. It said it got delivered. It wasn't actually delivered. I don't know what happened to it. But I ended up having just purchased the second one, and I don't regret purchasing the second one at all. Money well spent. But this guy's probably, I would say honestly, one of my favorite Goku figures in my collection, just because of the articulation, the sculpting, the shading. I don't know if you can notice in the camera, people have complained about the chest piece being a slightly different color. Cameras definitely pick it up, but it doesn't really bother me. Also, what I want to do, guys, since this is my personal collection, I want to give you guys honest reviews about these figures, how long they're lasting or holding up in my collection, what problems I'm dealing with now, honestly, with each of them. Like if there's any paint peeling or fading or anything like that, I will be honest with you and tell you what's going on. Like if this is a good purchase, you stay away from it. I don't really see a lot of YouTubers, be honest. Well, let me not say that. I don't see a lot of YouTubers, I guess, get, follow-up reviews on how the figures are doing. It's always brand new unboxings and then you never hear from it again. I don't want to kind of do that here. I just want to let you know my honest opinion on what's going on with these figures. So, yeah. All right, moving on to the back here. As you can see in the back, I have Proud and Mickey and Piccolo back here. Talk over! I have Bardock,
Goku's dad. I actually have another Trunks back there sitting at this really nice table. You can actually buy this table. I believe it's still at retail price for it's like 35, $40 right now. Not too bad of a price because it comes with a lot of accessories. Look at there. All the chairs, whole little dinner. It's not nice. All right, we have the Super Saiyan Gohan back there with that nice cloth cape. I think it's like the first. Yeah, it was. That Gohan back there was the first Dragon Ball SS figures that came with cloth cape or cloth materials in general. It's really nice. There's that P Bandai Yamcha from the Android Saga. He's gone through it in the series. Poor guy. All right. We have Full Power Super Saiyan. Then we have Tien. Actually, let me go back to Full Power Super Saiyan. Everyone talks about how bad of a figure it is. I personally don't have any problems with it. Yes, it has its flaws, just like back up here because the camera's trying to focus. There we go. Yeah, I personally don't have any problems with this figure. All figures have their pros and cons, their flaws, but it's not too bad. Especially for $35 in this line, you can't really complain too much. All right, we have Krillin back here. Look at that guy. And we have, let me get the angle right so you can see this guy. Do my best here because I don't want to knock anything over. Super Saiyan Vegeta. As I said before, that was the body used for the base Vegeta that I made in his armor. Base Trunks. This is actually the new Super Saiyan Trunks to release with the goldish hair, like that metallic gold hair. Some people don't like that type of some people don't like the metallic hair. I actually like it. I actually prefer the matte or the metallic. It doesn't make me any difference as long as the paint application is pretty good. But this is a custom. I actually used that body, and then I used a custom head sculpt that I got a while back. All right, back to the front. I'll move to the back of this shelf. So we have Full Power Frieza from when he battled Goku when he first went Super Saiyan. Epic battle, by the way. One of the longest, best fights in the series. He's also a menace. Real quick on this Goku right here. This one took me so long to make. This one right here, the ones on the Scouter piece. It was actually a DLC with Jace. I don't actually own that figure in my collection. It's way out of my price range. I started this collection way too late. But for quite some time, I was looking just for the head sculpt here that came with him, and it actually goes with the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku body. So one got a Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku body, and then just popped that header on there. Once I found it, I actually got this guy on eBay. Yeah, I pay a good penny just to get this head scope. Yes. Was it worth it? Yes. All right, moving on. I have Metal Cooler. This is probably my most delicate figure in my collection, mainly because of the chrome finish. Like when I touch this guy, I'm extremely careful. I actually have to wear the those little special gloves. People use little cotton gloves people use to handle figures and things like that. Yeah, because it actually leaves a bunch of fingerprints. Like the oils from your hands, like over time, it'll start tarnishing the paint. I don't want that. Like this guy is already pretty expensive. Like he was pretty expensive when I got him retail. Think I paid retail. He's like right at $120. I think he's still going around that price, like 100. Let's say 20 plus is yeah. Still overall though, with the chrome finish, really decent figure. And again, I'll do a review of each and every single figure that I have individually. trying to do all that in this one video right here. That's be too much time. All right, moving on. So I have Android 17 and 18 up here. Android 19. Android 20, aka Dr. Gero. Believe it or not, this this is actually this Goku right here. Well, actually, both of them, sorta. Mainly this one. This one is actually the official SS Figuarts Goku clone. This was pretty much based off the Goku from Fighter Z. You can see the red eyes there. Now, this one in the back, that was actually the Monocle Fit Goku based off this official Goku. And that is a head swap there from the Super Dragon Ball Superhero Goku. God, that title is such a mouthful trying to say all the time. The skin tones actually worked out pretty good on the Monocle Fit. It's pretty good. It's like it's a clone. We never actually see him powered down in the game. He's always in Super Saiyan form in his red eyes. But I just thought it was a cool take. I didn't have anything else to do with this body over here, this Monocle Fit one. So I was like, you know what? It's gonna make something. I'm gonna use that. All right, so back in the right, let me get her angle right. Sorry about this, guys. We have Android 21, also another good figure. Little fun fact here. That's Android 20's wife, Dr. Ro's wife. And Android 16. It took me so long to find a little bird figure there. Man.
Hello, bird. What is your name? Toriyama.
I think it complements them pretty well. But Android 16, this is actually the event exclusive. Android 16. Let me go back here. These are the event exclusive Android 17, Android 18 figures. It's cooler. Final form. Actually did not get him retail. I got him a little bit later. I believe I paid right at almost $150 for him. Yeah, I did pre-order the 40th anniversary edition. I'll do a review on that one once it comes. All right, one thing I want to point out, guys, is me acquiring Android 17, 18, and 16 back there, the exclusive editions. I got extremely lucky when I picked these guys up. I actually picked all three up for about $140 a piece. I know these guys run pretty expensive nowadays. They can run about $160 and up, depending on the condition. Pre-owned, I think it's about $140-ish, somewhere in there. Brand new, usually we're seeing around like $200. But it was definitely a buy I could not pass up at the time I got these. But definitely some great figures that I have in my collection. Very honored to have them. All right, in the back here, the last two figures that I like to show you guys on the shelf is Mecha Frieza. Let me get the angle in there correctly so you guys can see. Apologize for the shaking. Trying to hold it steady for you guys. And back there, that freaking big guy back there, King Cold himself. All right, guys, moving on to the next shelf down. I'll start with my Super Saiyan Gotenks and his ghost. That finger there, that's actually a custom figure. I'll do a review on a lot of my extra pieces and stuff like that. Say extra pieces, but a lot of my accessories that I acquired as well. Later reviews. Right here to the left of Gotenks, we have Majin Vegeta. This is my event exclusive from SDCC 2023. Came with this Super Saiyan 2 effect piece. Actually, you can get it with Super Saiyan 2 Goku. That is my original event exclusive edition back there. As you can see, also comes with the effect piece back there that was exclusive to these two. Actually have the recent release of it, the Japanese release that was on P Bandai. And I've also seen that it's appearing at the Tamashii Nason store in New York as well. I believe Tamashii Station stores in general, but I do want to show the slightly the subtle differences in the two figures, although they're very minimal, but I think it'd be good. Over here, we have my Android 21, her transform state. I have my Tolson Arts Kid Buu figure right here. Really good figure. I believe this is actually like the only figure we have that's up to date like this in Kid Buu. Hopefully, SS Figure Arts will make an official figure because we really need this guy. He's definitely one of my favorite villains in the show for sure. And back here, I have my SS Figure Arts Super Buu, and he actually has the Tolson Arts Gotenks accessories on him. That includes the head scope you see here, and those hand pieces there. Overall, it's a really nice figure, regardless of not having the Tolson Arts accessories on it. I will point out, I don't know if anybody else has experienced this with their Super Buu, but my freaking feet pegs down there, it's very, I'm gonna say it's finicky, but I have to be really careful with my figure because he tends to topple over if you don't set him up correctly. It can just get annoying sometimes, so I just have to make sure he's like propped up carefully on something, or just really make sure his feet are set up correctly. Because if not, he's crashing down. I've had multiple occasions where he's just coming down off my shelf. It's like, oh man. Although SS Figures has not officially released Ultimate Gohan in the 2.0 body, I still technically made him with official parts. So I used the full power Super Saiyan Goku body, and I used the then exclusive Ultimate Gohan that had the 1.0 body. I used the head sculpts from that. It was quite costly to make, but I would say it was worth it in my opinion. Because I couldn't get the demonical fit Ultimate Gohan because they technically made the 2.0 version. It was just sold out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to improvise, just make it myself. And I'm pleased with how it came out. All right, to the right of Gohan, I have Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This is the official one from SS Fig Arts. It's not the demonical fit one. Also a really nice figure. Only thing is, because of the hair sculpt, it's actually really top heavy. So it's kind of difficult to have him stand up without a proper stand or propped on something. As you see here, I have to have him kind of propped on the glass in a certain way to keep him up. And over here in the corner, I have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This is actually the monocle fit. Also a really nice figure. I believe you can still get him for a pretty decent price still. I think you can get him from around $60, $70 brand new still. And I'm going to move up to the front. I'll make my way to the back right. All right. So I just recently acquired these. I'll do a review of each of these figures. So I have Vegeta Dama in his adult form. Believe it or not, these two, let me slow down here. So this is Vegeta Mini Dama. Believe it or not, these are actually around the same price, although Vegeta Mini has been kind of going on sale for about $24-ish, somewhere in there. Vegeta Adult over here is going around for $35. You can find them in Walmart, Target, a bunch of local stores, I should say, which is pretty much the general release. We have the Great Saiyaman. I just have to have this head sculpt on him. He comes with many accessories. We have Piccolo Dama Mini, Goku in the base form Mini. By the way, I actually have the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini pre-ordered. I'll do a review on that once he comes in. Here's Hercule. It's also a great figure. He came with I forgot this dog's name. B. Oh man, it's been some years. B. Got Launch back here. Let me not miss over the actual Dragon Balls, guys. Sorry about that. These are the actual official Dragon Balls. This is the new Dragon Ball Z version of Vegito from Demonical Fit. Very good figure too. This is actually one of my favorite characters out of the series. Really fusions as well. I just like how they actually did the coloring from that era too. All right. Another recent pickup was Super Gogeta from Fusion Reborn. This is the Demonical Fit one. You guys can see. Moving on to the right, we have Goku Adult Dama. And then I have his Super Saiyan form and his mini. And another recent pickup is King Goma. I don't know how I feel about this one. The articulation isn't all the way there. Again, I'll take my time and do a proper review of all my figures that I have for you guys and give my honest opinions on everything. All right, we have the Kid Goku back there, Innocent Challenger. That was a pickup I got from New York, this Machination store in New York. We got Bulma back there. It's actually, I think it's from the manga. Yes, this is from a manga cover, I believe. I'll do some research on that and make sure I'm correct there. But yeah, this is a version of her from a manga cover back in the day. There's actually two variants. This is the regular one, and it was like a big exclusive that was actually purple. I have Kit Chi-Chi, Mercenary Tao back there. That's a nice pickup. Picked it up for actually $45 brand new. That was a nice one because his price actually starting to go up right now. I think Dragon Ball itself is starting to kind of pick up in popularity again. I think that's why prices are starting to kind of creeping back up. He's hovering around $60 to $70. All right, got Bulma and her bike back there. Actually, that's a reissue. I picked it up for about $70 brand new. Comes with the little tiny Kid Goku figure back there, as you see. The Bulma figure is separate. I paid it was $50 for Amazon. Not too bad. This right here, definitely one of my favorite Gokus out of this collection. Beside, like I would say it's second down from the legendary Super Saiyan Goku on the top shelf. This is the event exclusive. Well, it is event exclusive. It's from SDCC 2024. I picked this up actually from the store. I actually originally pre-ordered it from P Bandai. Took a trip to the New York store, and there it was in stock. Got King Piccolo back here. This is a pretty tall figure. It's actually a little bit taller than regular Piccolo, which actually surprised me, but I did not remember that he was taller than that. I thought they were about the same size, but hey, overall, really decent figure. Here we are with my Saiyan Race on Earth Goku with a pole accessory. That's a separate accessory. And that's actually a second Kid Gohan that I got. I don't actually own, what would you call it, the Saiyan Saga all the way up to Namek Saga ish, somewhere in there. That Gohan with the purple gi. I don't own that one. That one's going for like $200. Can't afford it. But then we have Vegeta and his Saiyan armor. I picked this up for a really good price. Only paid about it was like $120 for him at the time. I believe he was going around $200. I believe the price is actually starting to go down now because there are third-party companies who are making these figures now, which is awesome because it makes it cheaper for us as collectors. All right, guys, we're almost done. Now we're on the next shelf. This is technically like my super shelf, or pretty much like the super era of Dragon Ball. But all right, since I've been starting from the left of the shelves, I'm gonna start from the right now. So I have my SS Figuarts Hit back here on the right. It's a decent figure. I would say it's not the best because of the articulation, but it's okay. I will say be extremely careful when putting his hands in his pocket, like putting the pegs in there. Doing that can be quite finicky, so be careful. You're at risk of breaking the pegs, so be gentle with your figures. Moving on to the back here, I have Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. A little bit to the left here, I do want to kind of talk about this one right here. So again, not a lot of figures are officially released, so some of them I just take my time and kind of just make them myself. So what I did was I took Kaioken Goku to 180,000 power level Goku, that one. And if you look back here, there is that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. I actually came across another one when I was in Tamashii Nations, this New York store. So what I did was I pretty much took the arms from the Kaioken Blue, as you guys see here. Kind of finagled the belt on. That actually worked out pretty well because it's got that nice shiny blue to it. And it's... Whoops. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Every time I mess with this cabinet, I'm always knocking some over. I'm kind of a klutz when it comes to these things. But yeah. From this, what I want to get at is don't be afraid to make your own figures if it hasn't been released yet, if you can. I'm always trying to figure out, like, okay, what can I do with certain figures, like kit bashing. But I'm very satisfied with the way this came out because of the matte finish, complementing, the shiny parts and that translucent hair. It's really nice. It's really nice. I like it. All right, back here we have the Ultra Instinct Goku. This is actually, I will say, this is actually my original release here. Let's see, I forgot when they came out. Can't give you an exact date when this figure came out, but there was a reissue that came out. I do have that one, and I used it for some accessories that I got, and I'll show that shortly. Back corner here, we have the event exclusive. This was Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku event exclusive, pearlescent color. It's really nice figure. Again, it has that translucent blue color to it. Oh, you know what? I do want to show you guys something that I noticed whenever I was building my other Kaioken Blue Goku. When they reissued the figure on the left, it's like figure, but when they reissued, let me explain this carefully here. Let me not say it like that. So what I do want to quickly show you guys is the slight differences that you'll notice with certain figures. I say if you have it been exclusive or there's like a reissue, sometimes there'll be subtle changes in your original release than what's different from the new one. So this hairpiece came from there was a V-Jump version of the event exclusive Kaioken Blue Goku. And if you guys can, I don't know if it picks it up on the camera, but the one on the left has slightly more shading on it. And the one on my right, which is my original event exclusive, it's a little more transparent. It's a little more clear. It doesn't have as much shading on it. Looking at it through the camera, I actually prefer my original event exclusive. I just think it just slightly looks a little more vibrant, but it just complements the shiny sheen of Goku powering up with Kaioken in his blue form. Now, the extra shading on the Kaioken Goku here that I made, because it has the extra shading on the hair, it actually works well with the matte finish. So that worked out. But I just want to point out, the differences that you guys will kind of see, especially when you're making decisions on reissues or even exclusives, and Tamashii comes up with another version of this event exclusive, what they do sometimes. But just wanted to show you guys that little subtle difference there. All right. Moving on to the back, we have Jiren. This is full power Jiren. He's in this version of Jiren, he's in more of a matte finish. I actually like the matte finish. Some people don't. Some people do. Especially with the scratching, is like you have to kind of be careful with the legs down there because the legs are kind of prone to mess up the matte finish. This right here, this big boy in the corner, man, this is the Beast Deities Super Saiyan 3 Broly. This is honestly the biggest figure I have so far. When I got him in, I was actually a little intimidated because I didn't think he was gonna fit in my cabinet, as you see here. But I managed to shift things around and actually make him fit. So not too bad. He's still huge, but not too bad. And then we have the Dragon Ball Super Broly. Little long story short, this Broly here is my very first figure. This is what started my collection back in 2022. Late 2022 to be exact. It was actually around Christmas time. I was actually in Houston, Texas with my family. I was visiting them, and again, I've always wanted these figures and didn't have the financial means in the past, and came across this guy. I was like, you know what? I want to buy them. I love Broly. I love Super. I love Dragon Ball Z in general. Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball the series, and it just picked up from there, and it just kept collecting as I kept finding figures that I wanted. But I just wanted to let you guys know about that. I thought that would be pretty cool. That key effect back there, that is actually from the event exclusive Broly in his Super Saiyan form, not his full power form. Sometimes I don't buy the whole figure because I'm like, I don't want it. I just want that certain part from it, which is okay. Hey, it's part of collecting. All right. So here's Orange Piccolo. Nice little pickup. Again, some of these P Bandai exclusive are getting quite expensive. I remember when I got Piccolo and some other P Bandai exclusive figures, especially like this Beast Gohan right here. I paid $65 for him in MSRP. Um, Piccolo, if I remember correctly, I think he's like $70. Man, like Beast Gohan has gone up in price in like the past year. He's sitting at like like 140 plus now. Same thing with Orange Piccolo. Like their popularity is just grown. It's crazy. But it's cool. It's cool whenever like you're on the hunt and you're getting these figures for a reasonable price and you see them just grow in value. It's pretty cool to see. Now, me personally as a collector, I honestly don't really care about the value of them because I'm kind of, I would say hoarding. I would say hoarding. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I like my figures. I probably will never part ways with them because they're very sentimental to me. This is my childhood, so there's no real amount of value that I can put on these because I just can't let them go. I'll just keep growing this collection. But moving on, my little rant there. Apologies, the video's going on long enough. But Gohan Beast here, definitely a popular figure right now because they just had the event exclusive that come out that has that nice. I wouldn't say nice because some people like it, some people don't. But when it's done right, it's good. But it has that nice shiny sheen to it, and compared to this matte finish that's on there on the Beast Gohan. Let me move Goku out the way. So right here we have Trunks, future Trunks from Super with his blue hair. Definitely, I would say this. This be my second favorite Trunks because it comes with the sword and he has that energy sword effect that comes with him. I will note the event exclusive they released did not come with that beam sword effect, which is really nice. But I think other people, like of course myself included, I was not interested in that particular figure, so I passed up on it. But overall, this is a really nice figure. Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa back here. Let me ease on back. This right here, this is the event exclusive Goku Black. That beam saber, that is actually a demonical fit accessory that I acquired. Really nice accessory to put with him. Let me put my Goku back here. So I want to explain this one right quick. So this is actually the Super Goku. Well, this is the Dragon Ball Super Broly Goku. This is his body, and then I put on the Saiyan Warrior Stone Earth Goku head. Like looking at the skin tone, it actually complements each other pretty well. Like the skin tone matched pretty good. So that was a good little base form Goku that I made for Super with this sash. And I knocked it over again. All right, and we're back again. If you guys look all the way in the back here, she's kind of hitting. Let me focus the camera. Sorry if it doesn't focus too well. You guys can see her or not, but I got Android 18 from the Tournament of Power arc. I'm gonna move a little bit to the left, and I'll move to the front. That is Vegeta Blue. That is actually a little custom jacket that I have him and Goku back there. That is from the Broly movie. Really awesome figure. This particular one, I actually don't have the original Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from the movie. This is the actual. Was the 10th anniversary figure back there. Got it from P Bandai, and this is Super Saiyan Blue Goku from Dragon Ball Super Broly with their nice custom jackets on. Really nice jacket. It took me forever to get these. All right, moving up to the front, I have my Ultra Instinct Goku here. This is a custom accessories on here for Toro's manga edition. I say manga, but this is actually from the Moro arc. Let me correct myself and explain this carefully and correctly. But yeah, when you got the accessories, you had to put it on yourself, apply the decal, but everything came out really well. I'm really pleased with the way this figure came out. It's really nice. Really nice accessories, by the way. If you can still get this for a decent price, I would highly recommend. I paid about $40 for it when it came out. I think it's gone up just a little bit in price. Fix my Vegeta here because I've been knocking over my figures off camera and on camera, of course. But this is, and I did it again. We're gonna ignore that for now. But this is my own custom Super Saiyan God Vegeta. This is the monocle fit custom head on top of the Super Saiyan Vegeta body. You guys see that carefully. Actually, really nice. I liked it because the hair was actually a little translucent up there. I'm just picking up on the camera. Let me quit moving too much for you guys to see. Because move my bodies out the way. Sorry, guys, down there. I'll pick you up in a second. But it actually complemented my event exclusive Super Saiyan God Goku. There we go. Can't even get these long titles they have with these forms now. It's crazy. Stand them upright. I come back to them. Yeah, it's just the way that complemented each other was actually pretty good. Although the Vegeta head sculpt it is slightly painted, but still translucent. All right, guys. Before I do move back to the front, I do want to touch on this statue back here. Now, I don't really collect statues like that in my collection, but I actually acquired this from my was it the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Collector's Edition that I got for my PlayStation 5. Um, I can't speak for others because it's just my opinion. When I got my Collector's Edition, I honestly expected a better statue for what I paid for it because I spent quite a bit of money to acquire to get it really, and the statue itself, it's definitely it could have been better. I'll say that, but I just wanted to touch on that back here, while it's there. But yeah, all right, we're back in the front. So up here, I have my Dragon Ball Super Superhero Piccolo, my Gohan from Super Superhero. This head scope actually came with Pan here. So you can still get Gohan for like $35. At one point in time, I think production on him kind of stopped and prices started kind of getting crazy with him. Yeah, but there's been a couple reissues for this guy, so you can get him pretty easily now. Retail price. Piccolo, he's still hovering around $40, I believe. I think I paid around that same price when he first came out. Pan, I paid like 60 for RP Bandai. Not too bad of a figure. Some people don't like it because it's so small and the articulation. The articulation isn't the best, but hey, I feel like they're getting better with the small figures. So this Pan, I love it. I love this figure. It's real cute, especially with her dad, especially with that face. What can you hate on this? All right, moving on a little bit to the left, we have my SS Figuarts Vegito Blue. And to the left of him, I have my SS Figuarts Gogeta Blue from the Broly movie, the Super Broly movie. All right. A little bit further back here in the middle here, I should say, I have my another Ultra Instinct Goku. I have 3 of these things. Crazy, huh? Ultra Instinct Goku. But what makes this one different is this is the Toro. If I'm saying this name correctly, pronouncing it right. The Toro edition. So this is based off the manga that he drew. Has the nice shading on it and everything. As you guys can see, the skin tone is a little bit different from the regular release over here. Even the one that I custom made, even though I used an actual SS Figuarts Ocean Sea Goku for this figure as well, but this one is the Toro edition that came with the book with it. I think this one, yeah, I think this one's going for a pretty decent price as well. I got it from P Bandai when it was first announced. I got lucky. Let's see here. Yeah, this is yet another Super Saiyan God Vegeta. What makes this one different from this one? Only the head scope. This is the official head scope Super Saiyan God Vegeta that came with my 10th anniversary, but I'm just using the Super Saiyan Vegeta body. I actually like that body because that actually complements the red. It just worked out. It's like it. It's got that. I don't know why, but maybe with the head scope, it's got that red hue on it, somewhat. But it just worked out. Again, don't be afraid to customize your figures and make what's in your head. Like, be creative. And here's the Super Saiyan God. Here's the reissue or the new general release they came out with. The gi is a little more vibrant. Sorry, let me get the camera angle here. Yeah, the gi is a little more vibrant than the original release, what I don't have, and my then exclusive back there that has the clear hair. This one actually has pretty much it's like a shiny hair. This is what people love, myself included. I do prefer this painted hair than the clear one, but overall, it's still a $35 general release figure. It's really good. Here we have the new Vegito Blue. believe it or not, when I got this figure, I didn't notice at first, but they updated the Vegeta's armor. Like it has a nice little blue hue to it. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Yo, it is. I don't know if you guys even noticed that, but yeah, it has a slight blue hue to the armor pieces. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but if you look at the God Vegeta back there, you can kind of see the difference, even though that is from the Z era. But yeah, it's just cool. The camera stopped. But yeah, even the 10th anniversary Vegeta back there, it's yeah, you can totally pick up the difference. This is really nice because that Vegeta back here, that has a coat on it, actually has like a dark blue suit. It's the only one I have, but I like that too. It's real nice. All right, moving on a little bit more to the left, and I'll move on to the back. So they didn't actually make this variant of Goku. This is from Super as well. This is actually one that I made that's like in between the Goku Black art and going into Tournament of Power. But yeah, I want to explain what I did here to make this. So I took, again, the Goku body over here from the Broly movie. This and pretty much adding on my sash that I collected from my Ultimate Gohan that I told you guys about that have been exclusive. I had leftover pieces and pretty much swapped out the belt for the sash. It's really nice. I don't know why they never made this particular figure. Like they have the molds to do it. It's a simple build. Just swap out the belt. I don't know why, but hey, I made it. I don't see anybody who's made this. Strange. I mean, even if you wanted to make this, you don't have to have the event exclusive Gohan to do this. You can just take the man. You can just take even like a Super Saiyan God Goku if you have it, just like the regular belt here, or even like a full power Super Saiyan Goku and use his belt satch. We have extra parts, and there you go. It works. It doesn't have to be perfect, but hey, it works. But back here, I have another Bardock figure, but this one has the Demonical Fit custom Super Saiyan head sculpt on it. It's really nice. A little bit further back from Goku, my Super Saiyan Blue Goku here, I have my original Goku Black figure. This is my SS Figuarts Goku Black. He came with a matte finish Super Saiyan Rose head sculpt. It's a really nice figure. It's very sought out, that's for sure. I do like how the original Goku Black has that pretty much that dark gi on it, and I don't know if it'll pick up in the camera here, but my event exclusive has a slight pink hue to it to pretty much represent him going Super Saiyan Blue and that orb just kind of running around him. Just a nice little detail they throw in there. I like that. So next figure behind Goku Black, I have my event exclusive full power Jiren. Of course, all the new event exclusives got the nice glossy finish. Still has the nice shading. He's actually more pinker than my regular full power Jiren. He's more gray over here in matte finish, as I mentioned before. Still nice. He actually came with the same accessories. So you're not missing out on anything if you decide not to get the event exclusive and you get the matte, or vice versa. Pretty much the same figure, it's just the color variants are different. This is pretty much when Jiren first powered up. This is what this is representing. Back here to the left, I want to explain this a little more too, because these figures haven't been officially made. At least with these head sculpts, let me say that. So that is my Super Saiyan Goku. Sorry, not Super Saiyan Goku. This is my superhero Goku with a Super Saiyan hair sculpt that actually came from that Demonical Fit clone Goku that I was telling you guys about. I pretty much swapped out his head with this Goku body. and it actually worked out pretty well. Of course, his eyes, let me get in there. Ooh, I can't see at the camera myself. There you go. I don't know if you can see it this angle. No, you can't. But there, you know what? There we go. The eyes might be a little off, but you know what? Who cares? I just like that the demonical fit hair had that nice metallic flake in it, and it complemented the new Vegeta hair sculpt that I used for that Super Saiyan. Sorry, not Super Saiyan. The oh yeah, the Super Saiyan Vegeta from Superhero that I made back there. It's complemented it pretty well, but it's just ignoring the red eyes. It's supposed to be the clone Vegeta, but yeah, still worked out. Back there. All right. Again, that is my Super Saiyan Vegeta that I made from Superhero. He actually never went Super Saiyan in the movie. They stayed in the base forms, but I thought it'd be cool to make him. All right, moving on a little bit further. This is Frieza from, I believe, the Super arc. Yes, because the one up top here is from Z, and this is from Super. I just put the halo on my Super one because he was dead in the show until they brought him back later on. And yeah, the colors are slightly different. Again, I'll do a comparison of those later on. That purple effect piece that you guys see in the back actually belongs to my event exclusive Goku Black right here. He comes with that. But I like to switch up the effects sometimes and complement other figures with other things. Nothing wrong with that, I believe. Here's my regular SS Figuarts Jiren figure. He's still floating around for a pretty decent price, about $100. Not too bad. That's how much I paid for him. All right, we have some people don't like this Trunks right here, and I'm about to point out. This is I just put the Super Saiyan head sculpt on him, but this is actually Trunks from Xenoverse 2. It was a little special collaboration they did back in the day. I don't mind. Some people will hate the articulation on it because of the scope, but I'm alright. I don't really mess with them too much. It doesn't bother me. Alright, we have my regular iterations of Goku and Vegeta from Superhero. And there is 17 from Terminal Power. Kind of got him kind of hidden back there with all his ears. And in the very back here, I have Beerus. This is an event exclusive, and Whis event exclusive. So there's a regular release of Whis and Beerus. The thing is, these event exclusives are more based off the anime colors than the manga, which I actually prefer. I mean, either one you choose, it does not matter. It's just the slight color changes they did. Um, the articulation, accessories, all that's the same. This is good. Again, it's just choice and colors. Woo! All right, guys. Last shelf. All right. Man, I have to note. Kind of figured it was going to take this bit to go through all my figures, but you know what? Hey, I enjoy doing this for you guys. But we're going to start right here in the middle. This is my SS Figuarts event exclusive Shinron right here. I actually picked them up in the New York store for about, I think it was like 130 or 140. Yeah. I think he's still hovering around that same price right now. I believe so. It's actually a pretty decent figure. I mean, don't expect too much of articulation with this thing because he's pretty much I would say like a statue, really, that you can pose in different ways every now and then. But overall, it's a good figure. You know, just be aware of what you're getting when you get this guy. Just want to point that out. At the very bottom here, I have my Bandai. This is official Dragon Radar. Let me turn this on for you guys. Pretty cute. Turns on, lights up, makes sound effects. Dragon Ball. All right, moving on to the right. Back here, this is the store exclusive Super Saiyan Goku. This is actually based off the Dragon Ball Z intro. This is moving into the Android saga. It was like like less than 5 seconds of a moment, really. Like he appeared in this form, but really nice figure to have. He's actually translucent, and you'll see the light picking it up. It did not come with that aura effect. That's actually a separate accessory piece. That's through Tamashii Nations. The back right corner, I have an exclusive Vegito Blue. He actually did come with that effect piece. That's a really nice effect piece. And I actually have the official blue effect piece, and I noticed that that one is actually darker than this one here. This one is more of like a teal color. The other one is like I'm trying to, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just two different shades of a blue. I didn't even notice it. I put the two and two together. I was like, wow, they really stay true with the detail there. It's pretty cool. But overall, it's a really nice figure. It's just like a wet version of this guy up here. Really nice. The hair is actually slightly translucent. And then down here to the right, I have my Super Saiyan 5 Goku. This is actually from Kong Studios. No, actually, Beast Deities. I mean, they're the same company, but they changed their name so many times. But yeah, this is when they changed to the Beast Deities. And yeah, this is a nice pickup. I paid $60 for him. I believe he's going for a little bit more now. I think you can find him for around, I think he's going for around 100 plus now, for sure, depending on where you get him from. This guy here, it's another Beast Deities. This is Goku Black. I actually have the Super Saiyan 2 head sculpt on him. Well, it's actually the Super Saiyan hair sculpt, but it has the separate bangs that you can get. Really nice pickup. I'm not sure how much this is going for now. I remember when I got this guy, I think he was like $70, $80 when I got him. Yeah, it was a really nice pickup. Really, like, I do remember this being like a fan favorite for sure. But yeah, if you manage to get this guy for a decent price, I highly recommend. Really nice. This is my Demonical Fits Vegito Blue. Let me reword that. This is the Kaioken Blue Vegito from Demonical Fit. This is, I think they based this specific gi off I think it was Dragon Ball Hero, if I'm correct. I'll look that up later, but overall, a nice figure. I think this guy is still hovering around for a really decent price. I think he's still hovering around like $60, $80, depending on where you get him from as well. I paid like 60 when he first released. Got a nice little red hue to him on contrast with the blue. It's real nice, especially with the change of gi. It's real good. Up front, we have another Beast Deities Goku Black, but this is his Super Saiyan 3 form, but it's actually enraged. Actually, this particular figure here, this is his enraged form, and it actually came with the translucent hair. Originally, when I got this Beast Deities Goku Black figure in the back here, it came with this hair sculpt, and I bought eventually Beast Deities sold the regular Super Saiyan 2 hair pieces separately, and I just simply did a head and hair swap on these guys, and I just like the way the regular, I guess you say, matte finish hair looks on his enraged form with the burning mask than the transparent one. Although the transparent one is really good, I just prefer this one instead. Just, it's a nice little touch there. So I have Super Saiyan base form Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose back here, like a Super Saiyan form, Super Saiyan 2, and then we have Super Saiyan 3. I just thought it was a nice touch, and then he grew his tail out. But both these figures are based off his appearance in, I believe, Dragon Ball Hero. Correct, yes. All right, moving on down a little bit further.
this here is my recent, honestly, kit bash. Um, this is, yeah, Yardrat. It's a custom Yardrat torso that pieced together. The legs are from Sand Raised on Earth Goku, and that head sculpt is actually a custom piece. It's actually really good. Sorry, let me get the camera in there correctly. Matter of fact, let's bring it in a little closer for you guys to see. Yeah, the quality is actually really good. Just like the way it came out. Came with this his finger beam attack. That it didn't even have an official name, but it's whenever he was being tested by Trunks when Trunks first appeared. All right, back here we have my. Dang, I don't remember what the name. Oh yes, jeez, I worked so hard to get this figure, and I can't believe I almost forgot the name. The Lowest Born Sand. This was another Walmart Target exclusive that Tamashii Nations did. Man, I was telling my girlfriend that when they do this, if I see this in store one time and I manage to pick up a box, then after that, it's like I never see the figure again. I have yet to see this in stores again since I've got mine, and it's been a couple months, but who knows, that might change. But overall, this is a really nice figure. This is when he appeared in front of Vegeta and Nappa, because you guys see that he has the King Kai symbol on the back. It's pretty nice. And also, let me say, this figure and my SDCC Goku that's on top of the Nimbus Cloud up top are the only two figures that we have so far that have the, at least through SS Figure Arts, that has the King Kai symbol on the back. To get my words out there. All right. So this nice ornament here, my lovely girlfriend made for me for Christmas. Such a nice surprise. Love that woman. All right. Moving on over here to the left, I have I'm gonna say my shiny Kaioken Goku with his I would say that accessory piece that, I mean, it didn't come with the figure, but it was made for him to compliment him. But Kaioken effect piece back there, the aura effect. And then up front, I have my Super Saiyan Trunks. This is from Cell Saga with a nice shiny metallic hair. And this is my Super Saiyan Vegeta. His nice shiny metallic hair. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people prefer the original releases of these and the matte finish. This Gohan that's in the matte hair, this is actually a kit bash that I did. That head sculpt is from my Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and that body there I use, it's actually from it's for, dang, I forgot the name of the figure line for that, but it was a Target Vegeta that I picked up for like $10 and just kit bashed it together. So now I have my Gohan and Saiyan armor for time being until they do it officially. Then I have my Goku and Saiyan armor that I made. That is Trunks' body that I use with the Goku's full power Super Saiyan head sculpt there. And in the very back, I have my SDCC 2023 Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's got that nice shiny metallic hair, but it's actually translucent. And back there, I have my World Tour Goku back there. One of my personal holy grails there. And he did come with that effect piece. Pretty nice figure when I picked him up. It's got him standing next to his son. I thought that was really cool. Moving up to the little front, I have my tiny GT collection, but I do have the GT figures so far. I have Super 17 right here. This is actually a really good figure itself. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Goku GT, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I have Pan, and she came with Giru, and Trunks from GT. Again, same thing with Hit. He actually has the pocket accessories that come in there where you can make it seem like he's got his hands in his pocket. Be very careful with that because the pegs can possibly break. Be really gentle. I did not want to take a chance, so I just kind of posed them in this way. And in the very front, we have this is the original Super Saiyan Ghost Goku that came with the SDCC exclusive Gohan up there. I just put him down here with the original Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I like both these figures, the matte finish and the updated colors of the gi up there. I like either or. But yeah, this effect piece that you see in the front, I actually took it from Ultimate Gohan, the event exclusive one I was telling you guys about earlier. Yeah, it came with this effect piece. I thought it'd just be really cool to just let his younger self use it like he's doing the Father Son Kamehameha. I thought that was really cool. And that's everything, guys. Alright, guys. Kind of wraps it up for this video. I would like to know in the comments, what kind of figures you guys currently have. When did you guys start your first collection? It'd be nice to know. Also, I will be doing a review of that guy over there. That guy. And that thing he's laying on over there. We'll be doing a video of that too. Anyhow, you guys take care and hope to see you soon.